In this example, we're going to go over how to use Excel's if function to determine a group of statements that we would like to calculate. So for example, let's say we have a group of agents named Robert, Samantha, Joe, Rebecca, and Adam. And we basically want to figure out how much are we going to pay them in commission. Okay? So the company's sales goal is $100,000, and their pay structure basically is if agents sell more than $100,000, then they will receive 7.5% commission. If they sell less than $100,000, they will only receive 5%. And so we want to create a formula that's going to tell us how much commission they will receive. And we can do that very efficiently using the if function. So we're going to start off by entering the equal sign. And we're going to go ahead and use the if function. And I'm going to press tab to open up the parentheses. And basically I want to say, if Robert sells more than $100,000, then, comma, we're going to pay him 7.5% times the amount of sales that he makes. If the statement is false, in other words, if he doesn't sell more than $100,000, then, comma, we're only going to pay him 5% times the amount of sales. And so that completes my if statement. And so what I can do here is press enter, and because I have 4 other agents, I want to use the same formula and apply it to the other agents. But before I do that, because we're dealing with cells here, we want to basically lock the cells, because if we click and drag, we're going to get an error in Excel. For example, if I click and drag the formula, and the way that I do that is I go ahead and click on the black cross arrow at the bottom right of the cell. If I click and drag, it's going to give me an error because we haven't locked the cells yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Command Z or Control Z, and I basically want to lock the formula. So I want to lock the sales goal. So we're going to go ahead and place a $sign in front of H6, and that'll lock the cell row. And I also want to place a $sign in H7 and H8 in front of the number. And that's going to go ahead and lock my formula so that I can use the same formula and I can pretty much click and drag for all the other agents. And there you have it. That's how you use the if formula. And if you want to double check to make sure everything was okay, you can simply click on one of the other cells. So let's say for Samantha, she sold $130,000. And so the if statement says, if Samantha sells more than $100,000, then we will pay her 7.5. If not, we will only pay her 5%, but she sold $130,000, so this amount is correct. And if you just wanted to double check that this is the correct value or the correct formula, you can pretty much just simply create an equation that says $130,000 times 7%, 7.5%, and we know that our formula is correct. And that's how you use if statement function on Excel. Thanks for watching.